Is it weird to think that you were engaged 3 times?
Um, I mean, for me, no. I guess it was just. I mean, yeah, it is weird from like an like outside
But you
perspective,
lived a
but
lot of life, dude,
yeah, yeah,
in a short amount of time.
Y- y- yeah. I guess so. I feel like Mormons get engaged really fast because you're supposed to get married and you're not supposed to do anything before marriage. So naturally, like those impulses and those urges lead to let's get married fast because we're feeling a lot. Um, of urges, and just like wanting to be intimate with each other. But yeah, so I I got in. Yeah, I was engaged because which I also I guess talk a lot. I talk about. I feel like a lot about this, a lot of this in the book, but um, that's not out yet. It's about.
February, it's
It
coming.
is about. But uh, yeah, I was doing what I thought I was supposed to. I'm like, oh, and I had kind of opened up where I'm actually like, oh, well, I'd already this was after my mission, so, like, I was open to myself and close people about struggling with same-sex attraction, is what they called it, because it's like, "Well, you're not gay, you just struggle with same-sex attraction. There's a difference because gay people live out their life, which they shouldn't, but people who struggle with same-sex attraction acknowledge that they have the urges, but they don't act on them,
Mm.
and that's okay with God." So I was like, "Oh, okay." But, but so I just was like, "Okay," and I was so obedient, like, I just was like, "Okay," and, um, so so I was like, "Well, what do I don't know how to," and they're like, "Well, if you get married, God will bless you," and so I like, "Okay," so I thought by doing that, like, "Okay, I will naturally fall more and more in love with my girlfriend, and will and I'll have enough faith where this won't be an issue," and I just realized, yeah, I feel like these girls deserve better than this. Like someone who's unsure of themselves, who's not open, who hasn't fully come to be honest with himself. Trying to convince someone that like you're the person for them for the rest of their life. Which is, I'm really grateful that I didn't see through with it.
Mm.
I know a lot of people do follow through with it and have kids, and they're like, oh, I'm still queer, or I'm still gay. Um, I was just like, I don't know. I feel like I was like, I can't be dishonest. Like I've been told all my life to not be dishonest. So why would I suddenly like make a decision for the rest of my life I would be
Totally.
being dishonest? So I was so yeah, I tried a few times and it didn't work, and that's what immediately followed up with saying I have to just come out.
Is Give You the World connected to any of that?
It can be. Yeah, I would say "Give You the World" has a couple of interpretations. The first song on the Earthly Delights EP. Yeah, it can be. I would say it's applicable to both before coming out and after coming out.
What has your family's response been to this whole Earthly Delights era of you, and I guess like the real version of you?
I feel like they've been walking along with me because we all started religious, and my sisters actually started like stepping away from religion slightly before I did. And they didn't really talk to me about it because they didn't want to like upset me. But as I started, they're like, "Hey, like we're actually already on that journey." I was like, "Oh," so we were all kind of walking together,
Because it is like
which
a decision you have to make on your own, right?
kind of, yeah. Uh, I don't know. I guess it's different for every person, but for me, I definitely was like, you feel crazy when you start like questioning the things and like unraveling everything, and it's like maybe what I was told is not the full picture. And but you think you're crazy because everyone else is like you think everyone else thinks it is and will judge you and like cast you out if they know that you're challenging the beliefs that's keeping everyone safe and grounded. But excuse me, we started talking and my sisters would be like, "Yeah, like we've been we've been in this journey for a while. We haven't gone like one of my sisters like I haven't gone to church for a few months now, and so we just started talking, and it's like, oh, like we're kind of all on the same page here. Okay.
Held
And-
together?
Held together. Yeah. Oh my, yeah. Okay. Yeah. My mom had a little bit harder of a time because when I came out, my mom was like, honey, I love you, but I love God more. I can't accept this about you.
Is that hard
So-
to hear?
At that point, no, because I was like,
You knew.
you know what? I was like, a few days ago, I thought ending my life would be better than being here. So I was like, if my mom doesn't accept, I'm like, what matters is I accept myself at this point. I was like, Mom, that's fine because up until a week ago, I believed the same thing as you, and I almost took my life away because of it. I don't need you to accept what I'm doing. I just want you to respect I'm making the best decision for me right now. And she was just like, it was kind of hard for her to hear, but she's like, okay. And she thought that I would, what she said is she thought I would grow out of it. Like, oh, he just needs to get it out of his system. But when she saw how much I was, because when I came out, I was still in the church for almost a year. And I realized, but I kept unraveling things and I was like, this is too much for me. So I stepped away, and it got written in an article and like posted, and I was like, you know what, this is ripping off the Band-Aid. So I was just like, fine, I'm just going to announce, because people think that I'm still a Mormon and hold me accountable as if I'm a Mormon, and I'm not living that life anymore. And my mom saw the article, and I was like, and I didn't hear from her. So I assumed she saw the article. So I was like, oh my gosh, I haven't heard from my mom for a few days. She's probably pissed off. And that's where a few days later, she texts me and she's like, I've decided to step away from the church. And I was like, I'm like, Mom, what? Like, you do not have to do that because I know how much your religion means to you. And she said, and that's where she said, hey, if you're going to hell, then we're all going to hell with you. And I was like, that is so sweet. A year ago, my mom was saying she loved God more than she loved me, and that she was like testifying. She's like, I testify to you that God's plan for you is to marry a woman and have children, and that's his only plan of happiness. And I was like, and now she's saying she'll go to hell with me. Like I was really touched by that, and so I wrote a song about it. Yeah.